Why is nothing impossible? When you hear that, maybe some people might think the world is not a wish-granting factory, as John Green, a great author, will say. Somehow, people who think that are telling the truth. The world is a complete imperfection. However, that imperfection is ironically what makes it so perfect. Not only because it creates the perfect scenario for us to desire anything what we can imagine, but because it makes us pass through numerous difficulties and obstacles that after overcoming them, we learn the beautiful and awesome value of perseverance. When I was asked to answer this question, I remember the very first big dream I had, which was traveling to Universal Studios. A trip which actually my parents couldn't afford, so I grew up with some nostalgia. However, one day when I was 13 years old, an enterprise came to my school and offered a trip to New York, to the Kennedy Space Center of NASA, and yes, to the Orlando parks. A little bit more economic, so it was amazing. I also remember a lot my English teacher hurting me to believe in my dream and telling me that as I had almost always a very good performance at the school, my parents were going to see that and take that into account. I didn't think so, but for me, it was a stunning surprise when my parents told me that because of that, I was going to fulfill my dream. And it was an awesome experience, not only because I visited much more places and I was older, so I enjoyed much more, but because I understand something. The most important moment was when I was in that reckless Hulk roller coaster and I realized that dreams do come true. My dream became true only because that 7-year-old boy dared to think in impossibilities. Yes, maybe dreams do not carry out barely once. However, believe me, my friend, that if you act in a good way and you fight for it, you will have not worked in vain. Because obviously, there exist hundreds, if not thousands, of those social, political, cultural, or even physical boundaries. However, life has taught me that nothing is too big that we cannot overcome if there is enough resilience. Actually, that should not be an excuse, because yes, maybe we are not able of doing many things, but we are capable of doing many others. We are all born with a vast package of gifts and talents that we just need to learn how to use them and how to exploit them in order to realize our goals. In summary, we only need three abilities to begin, and three abilities I am sure everybody in the world has. The first one is the ability to dream. Albert Einstein said once that imagination will take you everywhere. And yet, that is true. Imagination is infinite and opens your mind to a complete new universe, to brand new ideas. Only you have to catch your idea and make it yours. After you have your dream, you need the second ability, which is the ability to stand by. Quoting another great icon, Thomas Alva Edison, said once that it wasn't 1,000 of unsuccessful anthems, but an invention of 1,000 steps. We need to learn that we must not leave the boat to the first shake, nor even in the earthquake, and if we fall, we should return stronger and clever than when we felt. But the most important is the third ability, which is the ability to love. We don't need to pass over anyone or anything in order to make what we want. Actually, the most powerful weapon in the world is called love. We just need to see some example of this. Gandhi or Martin Luther King Jr. They are the biggest exponents of what having a dream and overcoming social systems in a peaceful way means. Again, and finally, why is nothing impossible? It is a very hard question to answer, but I am sure that anyone in the world knows the answer, because I know the answer, you know the answer, and anyone who is hearing me knows the answer, because it's deep in us and it's printed in everybody's heart. We are all born with it. Only we need to take that answer and draw it afloat in order to make that statement a reality. My name is Juan David Sandoval from New Year School, Bogota, Colombia. Thank you very much for your attention.